my life has been all Bahria, you know. When I entered from the gates, you know, there were a lot of memories. Few places where we used to sit. The building is so gigantic now. I would say, you know, I've seen lots of new blocks and stuff. So I think it's grown. I was about to enter, you know, the campus. There was a Jeep, Willie's Jeep standing out there. So our one of very close friends, you know, Adnan Siddiqui, he used to have that Jeep, and we used to always, you know, go out of university on that Jeep and always, you know, keep roaming around with that Jeep. And you have to study, you have to read books, you have to follow all those domains where your goal belongs from, right? And then, you know,
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। बैक टू बहरिया में एक बार फिर हुमायूं ज़ेब अब्बासी आपके सामने पेश है। मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है। मैं यूजुअली जब यूनिवर्सिटी में घूम रहा होता हूँ या इवन दो समटाइम्स मैं ईयर के पास होता हूँ या कोई स्टूडेंट मुझे मिल जाता है तो दे टेल मी कि वो मुझे अक्सर BUTV पे देखते हैं और वो इंटरव्यूज़ को बड़े गौर से सुनते हैं। इवन तो कुछ लोग यूट्यूब पे भी जाके देखते हैं। एंड वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट आई मेट टुडे, वो कंप्यूटर साइंसेस का स्टूडेंट था और उसने मुझे बताया कि वो इंटरव्यूज़ यूट्यूब पे जाके देखते हैं। कहते हैं क्योंकि अक्सर कंप्यूटर साइंसेस के जो है वो अलुमना आए होते हैं और वो इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे होते हैं। सो मैं बड़ा इंस्पायर होता हूँ उनसे कि येस इंशाअल्लाह वन डे आई विल बी देयर टू। दिस इज़ व्हाट द एंटायर मोटिव इज़। लेडीज़ जेंटलमैन, बैक टू बहरिया में हम अपने बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी के प्रेस्टिजियस अलुमनाई को बुलाते हैं और वो अपनी स्टोरीज शेयर करते हैं और अपनी सक्सेस स्टोरीज आपके साथ शेयर कर वो बताते हैं कि वो बहुत कुछ उन्होंने किया है और आप भी बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं। टुडे वी हैव बीन जॉइंड बाय 2001 से लेकर 2005 तक उन्होंने बहरिया में टाइम गुजारा। उनका नाम वसीम इरशाद है। बट जब 2001-2005 में ग्रेजुएट किया तो लगता है कि जी बड़े कोई बुजुर्ग आपके पास आएंगे, बट व्हेन यू सी हिम यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड। ही इज़ यंग ऑब्वियसली बाय द एज एज वेल, बट अगर लुक्स में देखें तो वो 27-28 से ज़्यादा आपको नहीं लगेंगे। लेडीज जेंटलमैन, वी हैव वसीम इरशाद हु हैज़ डन हिज बैचलर इन सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग। थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। अस्सलाम वालेकुम, कैसे हैं आप?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, आई एम गुड जी, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
मेरा इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफेंसिव तो नहीं था ना आपके लिए?
No, it was very very
मतलब यू कैन सी माशाल्लाह यू हैव आउटग्रोन योरसेल्फ। अगर देखा जाए आपने हेल्थ में, हम ये भी बात करेंगे हेल्थ में आपको इतना पता कैसे और आपने अपना वो कैसे मेंटेन रखा है, बट हाउ कम आप इतने फिट कैसे हैं?
I don't call myself fit. Still, you know, there's a long way to go. But yeah, I think I don't overeat. That's one thing which I try to do. And I am like this from start. You know, I was the slimmest guy in my batch. So you know, still, if you compare me with that, I have still gained the weight.
अच्छा, भूख लगी भी होती है तो you stop yourself?
Yeah, I have to, because if I don't, so you can see my pictures. You know, I had, you know, belly bit down, but you know, of course, if I keep eating, it will come again.
अच्छा, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द जर्नी, पहले बहरिया की बात करेंगे फिर आपके करियर की बात करेंगे। 2001 में जब वसीम एडमिशन ढूंढ रहे थे, व्हाई यू चोज बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी?
Okay, so my life has been all Bahria. You know, I have studied in Bahria College in my school time, and then Bahria College in my college time, and then that was all I honestly knew. So when I came out, the nearest university to Bahria College was Bahria University. I came here, I got my prospectus, you know, applied, and I got admission. Alhamdulillah.
अच्छा, और फिर आपने यहाँ पे अप्लाई किया? There was no other university you applied for?
I didn't apply for any university. I just applied here and I got my admission.
अच्छा, अब आज आप कितने सालों बाद आप बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी आए? पहले भी चक्कर लगता रहता है?
No, actually I graduated in 2005 and this is 2022. इस बीच में मेरा शायद एक या दो दफ़ा चक्कर लगा है, you know,
and when was
not more than that. I think that was before, one was before 2010 or 2011. I didn't come after, you know, after that.
तो अच्छा, कितना डिफरेंस लगा, कितनी चेंज लगी बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी? आप गेट से एंटर हुए?
It's changed. It's totally changed. You know, when I entered from the gates, you know, there were a lot of memories. Few places where we used to sit, they are
not
same.
there anymore.
They are same.
There.
They are same. You know, library area, and of course they are converted to other departments, but still they are same. But I would say, you know, lots of blocks have been added. The building is so gigantic now. I would say, you know, I have seen lots of new blocks and stuff. So I think it's grown.
It's grown.
Yeah.
अच्छा, क्या एक चीज़ जब अंदर आए और आपको याद है कि ओह वो वाला वाक्य मुझे याद आ गया, यहाँ पे ये किया था, कोई एक दो चीज़ें शेयर करें हमारे साथ बैक इन टाइम?
Yeah, so you know, the most you miss your friends, you know, when I was about to enter, you know, the campus, there was a jeep, Willie's jeep standing out there. So our one of very close friends, you know, Adnan Siddiqui, he used to have that jeep, and we used to always, you know, go out of university on that jeep, and always, you know, keep roaming around with that jeep. And when I saw it, so it just clicked me that I am at my university time, you know. Adnan Siddiqui is there.
अच्छा, खाने के लिए कहाँ जाया करते थे? यूनिवर्सिटी में खाते थे या कहीं लंच के टाइम पे कहाँ जाए? दिस इज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन फॉर मी, बिकॉज हम जब थे तो हम मदीना मार्केट जाया करते थे, पता नहीं तब थी कि नहीं।
एग्जैक्टली, हम लोग भी मदीना मार्केट जाया करते थे। एंड देयर इज अ ढाबा जहाँ पे पराठा चने मिलते थे, ठीक है। फिर ऑफ एंड ऑन जब व्हेन वी यूज कभी हमारे पास पैसे थोड़े ज़्यादा हो जाए तो फिर हम हलीम घर चले जाते थे, एंड वी यूज टू प्ले स्नूकर ओवर देयर एंड हलीम घर एंड यू नो दीज प्लेसेस। आई हैव आल्सो सीन मंचीज coming over here, so we used to go, you know, F6 for that purpose, so but it is now here.
अच्छा, बैचलर्स इन सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग की है, बड़ी टेक्निकल डिग्री है, एंड इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट। टेल अस अबाउट योर बैचलर्स, कैसा गुजरा? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्टूडेंट यू वर? हाउ वर योर टीचर्स?
Yeah, so I would say, you know, I was a good student. I would say, you know, I won't say I was a bad student. The programming used to make sense to me. I was a programmer, but I was never in my life, I was straight A's holder. I was always a 70-75% guy, you know, and that I was very fine with that. I was in Bahria, that was only university I had seen, so I was happy over here. You know, there are teachers who contributed a lot from whom we have learned, and that was the time when IT was, you know, growing a lot. So when we got out in market, we got jobs very easily and quickly.
All right. अच्छा, when it comes to teachers, आपको कुछ टीचर्स है जो याद रहते हैं हमेशा? ऑब्वियसली आपको सारे ही रहते हैं, लेकिन कुछ टीचर्स अपनी इंस्पिरेशन छोड़ देते हैं, आप उन्हें आइडियलाइज करना शुरू हो जाते हैं। देयर आर सर्टेन टीचर्स जो आपको कुछ ऐसी बातें कर जाते हैं जो आपको करियर में भी अभी तक याद होती है। कैन यू नेम सच टीचर्स? कोई याद हो आपको?
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, first of all, I would say that I won't, all teachers are good, you know, so but there are few names. Sir Jahanzeb, you know, he was HOD of CS now these days, and then Ma'am Saima, Sir Rashid Kareem, and then Saeed Qadri, you know, he was in visiting faculty, and then he used to, you know, bully us a lot that we are not studying so that good, and when we will go out in market, you know, we have to face, you know, really difficulties. So that made us actually work more harder. So he was a good guy, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Wonderful man. This is how good teachers do. There are certain techniques they apply so that their student can come to that up to that level which other university students are, in the market, as you know, is very competitive. So I think he made you ready for that competitive market. Does that help you today?
Yes, that definitely helped us, and we all friends, when we sit together, we discuss him, we, you know, really respect him. You know, he is the guy.
All right. One thing which you learned from Bahria University and has taken you up till now, one thing, or maybe two or three, anything, any your trade which has been polished, or your communication skills, or anything you remember has been polished here in the university, or you have learned in the university which has helped you throughout your career?
So, you know, of course the basic trade is programming. You know, I am a programmer. I have earned my bread and butter from the programming. I can't you know, be more precise about it, but one thing, that is speaking. You know, I was zero in speaking when I came in university, you know, and then I remember my first presentation of business English class, and I was unable to speak even a word.
Oh God.
So, you know, but when I left the university, I was, you know, I was better in speaking, and then as time passed, you know, now I'd say that I am quite comfortable with speaking it anywhere, you know.
And we can see that. I think we can witness right now.
Thank you.
अच्छा, दोस्त बड़े important होते हैं यूनिवर्सिटी लाइफ में, बिकॉज 4 years, आप 4 साल एक ही बैच में होते हैं, एक ही क्लास में होते हैं, तकरीबन 7 से 8 घंटे हम साथ में गुजारते हैं, उसके बाद ऑब्वियसली लंच और कभी कभी डिनर भी साथ करते हैं। सो कोई दोस्त याद है आपको, कोई वाक़या किसी दोस्त के साथ? एक तो आपने अदनान सिद्दीकी वाला वाक़या सुनाया, कोई यूनिवर्सिटी में होता हो वाक़या, कोई शरारत की हो आपने, कोई मज़ेदार सा वाक़या हमें याद?
यू नो, शरारतें तो ऑफ कोर्स यूनिवर्सिटी का पार्ट है, हर को हो रही होती हैं, लेकिन आई वुड से कि दोस्त जो कि, यू नो, वी आर क्वाइट गुड ग्रुप, यू नो, वी आर स्टिल connected very well. We sit off and on, we meet in the evenings, you know, few of them, they are abroad. When they come, definitely we meet Adnan Siddiqui, Ali Adan,
Still friends with them?
Yeah, still Zishan, and then Atif, and then quite a lot of guys, Asif. We meet and we connect, and we speak, and it's like same time, and we remember old times, and there is no disconnect, I would say, in our core group. There is no disconnect.
वही जो ग्रुप था उसमें
Yeah, exactly.
you're still connected.
It's same. We communicate sometime on daily basis on the groups and stuff like that, and then we meet, off and on.
That is amazing. That is amazing. अच्छा, अब obviously आपके करियर की तरफ भी जाएंगे, because now that is the highlight of the show. Wow को अगर हम कहें, wow सुनते हुए लगता हो कि आपकी तारीफ की जा रही है, but it is world of wellness. The name is unique. The name, it has its own description, definition. It is self-explanatory. But we would like कि आप हमें इसके बारे में बताएं. But after this short break, इस break के बाद हम बात करेंगे world of wellness के बारे में. फौरी डॉक्टर जिनकी शर्ट इन्होंने पहनी है, it also comes under world of wellness. We'll know a lot about it, because I think आप लोग जानना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में कि ये जो इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया, इसके co-founder भी हैं, what does it do and why he started this and where this organization is at the moment. We'll be back after. Alright जी, वेलकम बैक आफ्टर द ब्रेक. वी हैव वसीम इरशाद साहब हमारे साथ, जो 2001 से 2005 तक उन्होंने बैचलर्स इन सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियरिंग किया बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी से. एंड टुडे वी हैव, एंड ही इज़ द CEO of WOW, and I have already told you before the break that WOW is the world of wellness, and you are the CEO if I'm not wrong, and you are also the vice president of PMI. So बहुत सारी चीज़ें एक साथ, और मैंने अगर आपकी जो प्रोफाइल देखी, you have done a lot of things. You were in very renowned positions wherever you were. So ये WOW कहाँ से आया, और how did you able to get such good positions every time? It is ton of experiences.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say lots of very good positions.
17 years, 18,
It is 17 years experience, and it has been a ladder. I've been working. I've worked as core software engineer by myself. I programmed with my for quite long years, and then always had a dream to make our own company. We established our own company. First company was Heuristics, which me and my partner Asif we established, and then my partner and CEO of WOW Health US, he met me, and we both started thinking to work on the healthcare side. So we first established our startup in US back in 2017. It was revolving around, it was solving just one problem. When you talk about US, so healthcare is one of the major problems over there. People, this insurance is such a jargon. You have to pay co-pays and deductibles and everything, and you keep paying and you don't know what you're paying for.
It wasn't transparent. I see on your website that they know what they're paying for. What is this deduction? इसका उसकी सारी categories पता होती हैं उन्हें.
Exactly. So transparency and choice and ease of use. These are the three major pillars of WOW. So you go to, we come up with a system. We build a huge network of providers. We have got 350,000 medical providers in US. We have got 250,000 dentists, 100,000 plus eye clinics, and quite a lot of network over there. We build our app on top of all this. People download this app. They can buy memberships, they can connect with any kind of medical provider, they search it, they choose by themselves that this is the person they want to connect, they connect with them, they pay through our app, they have their wallet facility over there, so they can keep their monies over there, and then they get lots of discounts and ease, very easily they can get their healthcare done. And then we also have compensated the insurance part with the health share model. So it's quite comprehensive model.
So it is not, क्योंकि देखिए there are number of apps, there are a lot of companies already. मैंने आपसे ऑफर भी डिस्कस किया जो कि ये काम कर रही होती है, लेकिन आपका काम डिफरेंट कैसे हो जाता है, जिस तरह आपने भी जिक्र किया, you don't bridge the gap between the doctor and the patient. You do a lot of other stuff as well. आप अपॉइंटमेंट्स लेकर नहीं देते, you connect with them, आखिर तक आप उनके साथ होते हैं. How is that possible?
So जो US model है that is a bit different. When we brought it to Pakistan, that was bit different.
Okay.
In US, what we do, we don't provide services at our own. We just connect all service providers through a platform where people get seamless experience. They can just get whatever they want in healthcare, whether that is medicine.
By looking at it.
Yeah, they can use that app for all their healthcare services, right? So we have got quite good number of customers who are using our app on daily basis, and it is growing day by day.
Okay.
Then we brought it to Pakistan and we tailored it according to Pakistan's need.
Okay. अच्छा, जब मैं आपकी when I was looking at your app, it is just not the doctors, it is the laboratory as well. Like if you want to get tests, so वो भी आते हैं, और even though doctors can come to your place as well. Is that true? I was looking at your website. Does this happen too?
Exactly. So Wow Health came to Pakistan and branded it with the Foridoc brand name, and
I was about to come there.
It's just like forest doctor को बुलाओ, Fori doctor को बुलाओ. So that from there we came up with this name, Foridoc, and Foridoc is single platform where you can get connected with the doctor over the phone or over the video 24/7, right? So we have got our own doctors sitting right there, so you don't have to wait that the doctor is not available, or we will give you an appointment, then you connect right away. That's one thing we do.
Okay.
Second important thing we do is that whenever you need doctor at home, just call our helpline and we'll send you doctor at home. You can use all these facilities via our app or our website or through normal feature phone, so it's very convenient to use, whichever method suits you. Lots of people in the remote areas, in interior Sindh, interior Punjab, they use our normal helpline to call us and get this service
and get facilitated.
Yeah, exactly.
अच्छा, वसीम, एक बात बहुत important है जो कि मेरी ऑडियंस भी जानना चाहेगी, जो हमारा alumni भी जानना चाहेगा, जो हमारा स्टूडेंट भी जानना चाहेगा, and I personally want to know, how come Waseem is here today? As in, जिस पोजीशन पर आज आप हैं, आपने एक पूरा सेटअप आपने क्रिएट किया है. I think almost 80 to 90 employees are working with you. आपकी कंपनी में तकरीबन इतने employees हैं, and then the US company as well. So how come? What was in you which brought you here?
Yeah, first of all, I'll be very honest. There's a long way to go. We consider our company as a startup, and we have got 80 to 90 people. We are growing. We have got goals where we have to reach, but we know that if we keep following our track, our path, we will reach there. So we are not that big, I would say, but we are on the right path, and inshallah, if we keep working, we'll reach there. Second important thing is that how I did all this. I did not do anything. It's all my team. Asif, Jawad, Hassan, Asad. We all got together. These are all brains. And then those 60 to 65 people sitting out there, we have selected. We have selected these people very carefully. We have rigorous process of interviews.
All right.
All these people are working days and nights. Very honestly, without them, we are nothing. Our digital marketing team, our design team, our tech team. Are 24/7 working CSRs and doctors.
Platform ना बनता तो obviously you would have not that team you have at the moment. So वसीम में ऐसी क्या चीज़ें थी, क्या उन्होंने सीखा अपनी एजुकेशन लाइफ में, या अपने थ्रू आउट दैट एजुकेशन लाइफ, academic लाइफ में, that has brought you here today? Was it determination? Was it that you had a goal? It was just the destiny.
I never wanted to work 9 to 6 job. That's true. I did, of course, because that was a tool to reach to some place. Of course, you need investment and money and knowledge and experience and everything. But I always had this in my mind that I will start my own venture. And we started it.
There was always on your mind.
First venture which we started, I remember that was during university time. That was our first company, and then we started in 2006, and then we started in 2009, and then we started in 2015, and then 17. So there were a lot of failures, of course. We started, we failed, we started, we failed, and then we learned what mistakes we are making, and then we improve them. And then right team, that's the major thing, that nobody alone can do anything. You have to have a right team with you.
Team.
Yeah, exactly.
Right team at
That's
right time.
that is actually the crux of this whole thing, that you have to have right team. So we have got right team.
You're the right person to ask this because you brought this up. Failure and success. How Waseem is going to explain it? आप failure को कैसे लेते हैं? Is it failure होता है? Is it a power which pulls you down? Yeah, it is a power which makes you more motivated. What is failure and success for you? I know it's a very comprehensive question, but what is it for you?
That's a wonderful question. I won't, I'm not much of a philosopher guy, so I will be very straight. Whenever you fail, right, you feel that you are done, and you have made one of major mistakes. There's no chance. But then you get back, you think, you plan again, you fix those mistakes, and then you do it again, right? Every time you fail, you feel that you are not going to do this again. But in your internal motivation, that helps you to do it again and again and again. So only thing is, in this life, life is very short. So when we passed out in 2005, from there till 50 years age, you get only 25 years. So these 25 years, you can only use them well if you fail and fail fast. I always say, keep failing, fail and fail fast, so that you can keep trying new and new things, and keep moving ahead. We don't know that where this venture will lead, but the team is perfect, the product is perfect. We have learned from our experiences. We have tried to fix all those mistakes which we have done in our previous ventures. Now we are trying to learn to make new mistakes, and of course we believe that we're going to win.
Waseem, you take a lot of interviews. Taking that conversation to another angle, that is, you take a lot of interviews, I'm sure, while you recruit, and as you're saying that we take a dedicated team, a team which fits with us, aligns with our goals, and the team which is actually going to see what we are seeing for our organization. Maybe, I'm sure you have a benchmark that our organization is going to go there. While interviewing people, I'm sure you see that spark or that X factor in that person, that they're going to have same aligned motivation or confidence, or maybe the technique we're going to use it, or we're going to be on the same page with us. When you see all of these things, I'm sure that a number of university students come to you for the job and you take their interviews. What differences have you seen in a Bahria University graduate and the other university positively? Like, what do you think that जब भी आप interview करते हैं कहते यार इसमें ये तो होगा क्योंकि बहरिया से. So what is that? I want to know that. The insight.
So when I talk about Bahria, so I tell people that if you need good BBAs and MBAs, just go to Bahria and you're gonna get them. If when it comes to IT, of course we get good students and we get bad students. But one thing is for sure, that in Wow Health we have got a rigorous criteria to hire our employees. What this team which we have gathered, they all have gone through at least 4 stages of interviews. We try to choose the right person, because once the person is in the family, then he's part of the family. We can't lay off. We haven't laid off any person in past 5 years unless there is a serious mistake or serious problem with that guy. Otherwise we don't do it generally.
True.
That's not our culture.
Okay.
The two things which we see in the fresh graduates, that with virtue of this today's session, I would want to share with our juniors, new teams who are coming out in the market from especially Bahria University and all other universities. I would tell them that 2 things matters. One thing is your programming concepts. If you're a programmer, your concepts should be clear. You should know what is object-oriented programming. You should know how programming works. Second important thing is that you only have one tool to show when you sit in your first interview. That is your FYP, right? Your final year project should be amazing. Invest time on it.
So comprehensive and detailed.
Don't think that you have to get your A's. Don't ever think that. Don't think that you have to get your degree. It won't be very helpful. Try to come up with a project that is different. Go do your research, see what other universities are doing, find out something that is difficult. You will be challenged. During that challenge you will learn few things. When you will learn, you will come to market. That project will be unique in the newer technology. You will be hired. That will be your first step on the ladder, right? And then you can change your goals. That's one single thing which I'll share from my experience, that do your FYP in the right way with full motivation and be clear on your programming concepts specific to the programmers.
Perfect, perfect. That's a detailed answer I think I was expecting. Waseem, one last thing. What message you want to give to Bahria University graduates, to the freshies, to the students, as a CEO of World of Wellness, as an entrepreneur, as a startup CEO? What message do you want to give to people?
Yeah, so that's very simple. Ordinary people get ordinary life, and extraordinary people get extraordinary life. So if you have goals, you can't just do your job and just keep dreaming about your goals. You have to study, you have to read books, you have to follow all those domains where your goal belongs from, right? And then you have to know everything about it. You have to have some mentors, you have to have spend some time. You have to, if you don't spend time and you just have goals and you feel that you're gonna achieve them by just dreaming about them, it's impossible. You have to, most important thing is, in my team, I'm inspired by the people who read books, who study, who want to learn something. That's something, if you do it, then you're gonna make some difference. Then you will have, of course. There's a lot of room out there. Trust me, lot of room.
I'm sure. And I think the last thing he said about books, we're going to talk about this off air, but ladies and gentlemen, this is the time we have to say goodbye to you. We had Waseem Irshad, who is a Bahria graduate, one of our prestigious BU alumni, who has done his bachelor's in software engineering in 2001 till 2005. I'm really glad that you have given time to us. Thank you very much. I'm humbled to have you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Inshallah ta'ala, next time we're going to have another BU alumni where you can learn a lot of things, because we call not just alumni but a whole institution. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.